Jill, thank you so much. We look forward to hearing more from you. Now the big stories of the day, and we start in California, where investigators now believe that where the shootings happened there in California, the female suspect, one of the two, the female suspect, Tashfeen Malik, posted a pledge of allegiance to ISIS on Facebook before all that went down.
Officials are saying that the post was made on an account with a different name and that there was an attempt to delete that content afterwards.
Yeah, they apparently tried to erase their digital footprint. None of the investigators have officially said that this was an attack directed or ordered by ISIS, but we know that now it is involved somehow. ISIS has called for people worldwide to launch these kind of attacks in its name, but it's not known to have claimed any credit, at least not at this point, for what happened in San Bernardino.
But earlier today, FBI officials are saying they are officially investigating this massacre as an act of terrorism. They're bringing out that word now. But they also haven't ruled out the possibility that others beyond ISIS may have influenced this attack. The shooters' families have been questioned, but they continue to insist that they have no idea why the couple left their 6-month-old child, came out, opened fire, and killed 14 people.
Yeah, and police have stated that neither of the two shooters, the woman and the man there, have been in trouble. They were not on any kind of a watch list. They were not on any kind of like a terrorism list. This is one of those, you did listen. You got to give the United States credit for being able to thwart several terror attempts. This is one they didn't catch.
They didn't catch.
Simply, it's one that it's. These things are like needles in a haystack.
Right.
And I think the United States has done a pretty good job stopping, because there have been numerous attempts. This is one they didn't catch. And so now they've got to piece all this together, figure out how did they miss this?
Right, they're going backwards. They weren't on any of these lists. This Facebook post didn't happen until the shootings themselves were happening, so that wasn't helping. Anyway, the head of the South California branch of the Council of Islamic-American Relations states, so they're speaking out too, saying there were no signs, no warnings that Saeed Farook and his wife were taking that path.
Still a developing story. We'll have more on that coming up at 5.
Absolutely. A little closer to home, a man from Spring is facing federal charges for attempting to join ISIS, even though, here's the thing, he never actually went through with it.
So here's the backstory on this. His attorney is now saying that the recent tragedies, that's what's happened in California, what's happened in Paris, it's going to make it harder for this Houston kid to get a fair trial. We'll see.
We'll see. So here's what happened. 20-year-old Asher Khan's attorney, Tom Berg, is saying that after high school, Khan left to stay with relatives in Australia and go to school there. It wasn't until later that Khan's parents received the call that he didn't go to Australia and in fact was trying to get into Syria to join the Islamic State.
Now, Berg says that Khan made it all the way to Turkey before he had a change of heart. Khan's parents were able to finally get in touch with their son with the help of the FBI. He then left Turkey, flew back to Houston, and tried to return to life as normal, or so he thought.
But in this climate, after reviewing statements that Khan made before leaving the country, authorities have arrested Khan, and now his attorney wondering if the charges will make it harder for other families to get their kids back after similar instances, because of course Khan is not the only one who has attempted something like this.
Families upset about this, wondering if he's going to get a fair trial, and I get that, but this is a guy who was trying to join ISIS. He's now back in Houston. He's back in Southeast Texas.
Yeah.
Folks, that's right down the road. I'm okay with the FBI keeping an extra eye on this guy. I'm going to say something I shouldn't. I'm okay with them keeping an extra eye on him. He's out of jail. He's out on bond. He's got a court date coming up in April.
That'll be an interesting one to follow.
It will.
In this climate.
Hey, the U.S. government and an international humanitarian organization today did ask a judge to reject attempts by the state of Texas to block Syrian refugees from coming into Texas and settling here.
Yeah, so new court documents are showing that 21 Syrian refugees, while all this are happening, 21 Syrian refugees are scheduled to be resettled in Dallas and Houston next week.
Yeah, many of these refugees that we're being told are children who are younger than 13, and there are some grandparents in the group and a single woman, and they're all hoping to reunite with family that's already here in Texas. The federal government and the nonprofit International Rescue Committee did file separate briefs in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Texas, because it's apparently where they're going to come in first.
Right, so these filings come after the Texas Health and Human Services Commission sought an injunction in Dallas on Wednesday seeking to stop the 6 Syrians from coming to the city, citing security concerns. Again, with all of this happening, we know that the governor came out and said, we don't want your Syrian
Such
refugees.
a hot topic,
It
and
is.
it's very debatable here. Here's what we do know. 12 of the refugees, they are scheduled to arrive on Monday in Texas. There will be 6 in Dallas, and then the others will be in Houston, and then 9 others will be arriving next Thursday, again in the Houston area.
So federal officials saying that the security fears, they're coming out and saying these are unfounded. You don't need to be worried about security, and that siding with Texas on this one could really harm those larger national interests that have been put forward by the president.
You know, we'll see what happens with this. All
Yes.
right. Much more on all of that. We're going to shift gears now, pick the mood back up, and go back out to Santa's Wonderland. How about that, transition
because
right
that's
there?
how you pick a mood back up, and it really is. It's the season for something a little happier. Santa's Wonderland out in College Station. Shell, you've got the place to yourself. Are you having fun for us?
You know, it's interesting to have the place to yourself. About 6 o'clock, this place will be hopping. And yeah, how about a way to not only pick up the day, but pick up the weekend with a little Christmas spirit. We are here at Santa's Wonderland. You've seen it driving down Highway 6. You take that Texas Motor Speedway exit and just follow the frontage road, and you can't miss it on your right-hand side. With me is Terry Ross with Santa's Wonderland. Terry, a lot of folks have been here throughout the years. You always see it as you make your way down to Houston. But you guys have some new and interesting things this year to kind of have people come out and see this year.
Yes, we do. We have our new Jumbotron, and we have some new roasting stations outside the Jumbotron. So folks can come out, they can roast their marshmallows for their s'mores, roast hot dogs, things like that. We also have our West Mountain Express, which is a new train that parents can even ride with their children. Previously, we just had a children's train, and now we have one that can accommodate the whole family.
So now it's for the young and the young at heart for
That's
the train.
right. That's right, for sure.
And where does the train? Does it take you around the park? Does it take you through the lights? Where does the train go?
Right. Well, each train takes you in a different area of the park. One is over closer to our Jumbotron area, and the other one is closer to Santa's Town.
Okay, perfect. And you know, we're standing right here in the middle. We got a fire. We got some pizzerias. So when you do come out here, some of the old favorites, you know, what can folks expect when they come to Santa's Wonderland?
That's right. When they come to Santa's Wonderland, they can expect to have a fantastic time. It's going to be a night filled with music, with snow, Santa Claus, lights. It's just a great evening with family and friends.
You mentioned snow. Yeah, so it's 6 o'clock. We're going to be out here for the 4 o'clock show, obviously, the 5 o'clock, and the 6 o'clock. And right about, you said 6:10, 6:15 maybe, Santa gets here, and he brings a nice big cold front and a little bit of snow with him.
That's right.
All right, perfect. We are going to be out here all evening long, and it is a beautiful evening. Come on out. Whether it's Santa's Wonderland tonight or maybe down the road, we'll get you the forecast for this evening, this weekend. 'Tis the season for a nice, beautiful weekend of weather. We'll get you those details on the other side of break, plus Free Music Friday.
All right. Thanks a lot, Shell. Stay tuned for Clayton Gardner on Free Music.